What it is, guys, it's Half the Man Technia is, and I'm coming back at you with more wood plow action. We are talking, of course, about the new banners that are coming to DanMachi this evening, and we're going to start off, first of all, big shout out and big thanks to our old Ak Spectre. He's the one who stays up for all these, and he records them and brings them to us. In fact, tonight, we have super attack animations for you guys. So, we're talking about the new banners, and the first thing I want you to notice about the new banner, these units are not time limited. So I told you guys to be cautious about this banner. Don't go crazy on the banner, and I still mean that, because you're going to have a lot of opportunities to get these units in the 4-star pool and all that stuff. Remember, they're going to be adjusting the 4-star pool coming up later on this month, and we know for a fact that the start date for the second anniversary is on June the 17th. So you got 4 weeks to save. 4 weeks to save. Let's get down to this, all right? Now, this Lily is very interesting. She's a magic type and a water type. Her special attack is Foes Plural, Ultra Water Magic Attack with Ultra Penetration Rate and 30% Seal. Then her first skill, Foes Plural, Medium Water Magic Attack with Ultra Uncounter Rate and Allies Status Debuff for 1 turn. Then Foes, Fast Weak Water Magic Attack with Remove Guard Rate and Heal Rate, except obviously assist buffs. Finally, Foes, High Water Magic Attack and Allies Magic Water Damage plus 30% for 2 turns. Pretty good stuff. She's got great stats here, at least for a magic unit. Obviously, not a lot of strength, but, you know, she don't need it. So, good grief, that's a good card. Interesting how you'd use it, though. Like, building that stack, that's going to take some work. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but whatevs. If you're after her, man, I don't blame you. She seems like a really good card. All right. Tione. Now, her special attack is Foes Singular, Ultra Water Physical Attack for each strength buff damage plus 50% with 100% max. Now, her general skills are Foe, Mid-Water Physical Attack and Water Damage plus 50% for 4 turns. Foe Low Water Physical Attack and Allies AoE Shield. I'm assuming that's AoE debuff for 2 turns, so 25%. It says AoE Shield plus 25%. I'm guessing that's the AoE debuff, where it's minus 25% damage for AoEs for 2 turns. I believe that's the way that's going to be. That's the way I'm interpreting that. We'll see if it's different tonight, but still, good unit. Interestingly enough, okay, Foe High Water Physical Attack with removes Strength buff and assist skills. So interesting that she's basically built for Record Buster. Good unit. And the more I think about it, that Lily seems like she's actually built for war games. She's got a lot of good stuff there. All right, let's get on to the 2 assists. And I hate to admit it, I'm probably after both of these. After telling you guys not to summon on it, I'm going to summon on it, but I'm going to tell you to be cautious because I have 2 Prism Bonds. Actually, I have 2 2-star bonds as well. I have 2 Prism Bonds saved up, and they might actually go to Seer. We'll talk about her in just a second. Hestia. All we know is her MLB stat. Her MLB stat is Magic plus 20% and Critical Rate plus 10%. I almost put a number of turns on there, but there's no number of turns. She's an assist skill. Permanently, so long as she's on the field. Well, actually, not even so long as she's on the field. Permanently for the units she's active with. Anyway, yeah, at this point, you should know how assist skills work. Anyway, Allies Magic plus 20% and Critical Rate plus 10%. I'm going to assume that's going to be Magic plus 15% and Critical Rate like 5% or 7% or something at level 60. It might be as low as 10%, 5%. I don't know, but I'm thinking it's going to be 15 for when she's not MLB'd, when she's just level 60. We'll talk about it tonight. I'm sure that's what it's going to be, but we'll see. They might nerf her even further. Either way, great unit, but we're going to get to my favorite here. Seer. I'm after her. It even says here, oh snap, we'll see your tempt. We'll see your tempt me, question mark. Yes. Yes, she has. So, foes, water and dark resist, minus 7%, and allies, water and dark damage, plus 15%, as her MLB stat. Now, I wish the water and dark resist was a little higher, but I can't be picky. That's still amazing, and most of my units are dark. Plus, you've noticed here, most of these units are water type, so I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Record Buster next time around. That's not this week. Next week is War Games. Week after that, we should get Record Buster. Record Buster most likely will be resilient to water types, unless Otaro's just resilient to magic, and then they wait 2 turns and then bring Riveria back as water. That could be the case. More I think about it, because Otaro should be the next one. Maybe. Usually. But we'll see. It could also be different. It's hard to call. But start preparing your water teams. That's all I'm saying. Start preparing your water teams. All right. So we do have some animations here to talk about. All right. And I'm going to blow these up a little bit. All right. There we go. This is Tione's super attack. Looks pretty sweet. You can see there's a chat going on up there on... There we go. Looks pretty nice. Good animations, that. So, first time we've got an attack animation like this leaked for... leaked for DanMachi. So I'm watching it and I'm just trying to critique it. Yeah, very good stuff. I'm not seeing a lot of power out of her, but it also depends upon how she's been buffed up. So who knows? But pretty cool animation there. Then we've got Lily. Okay, I love Lily's attack. It looks so good, and I love the way, if you watch, there's a lot of like interesting. So here we go. That last one where she just kind of like lunges over, that's a lot of interesting stuff going on in that animation. And it looks like she did more damage. Was Tione part of that combo? I don't think Tione was part of that combo. She was a singular attack. Interesting. Remember, it also depends upon how you stack them up too. So, pretty good animation, that. Pretty good animation, that. I mean, again, they're little tiny sprites, so we're not expecting a huge amount of I guess, information. I don't know how to word it, but yeah. So, pretty good stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I'm really stoked for these new units. But again, I want to preface this by saying they're not time limited. They're not time limited. So, more or less, be aware that these units, they'll be around. They're going to be in the general 4-star pool. Remember, like I said, in July they're going to be reassessing that. So don't go too crazy. And remember, Prism bonds work on these units, so it's not worth losing your shirt on this banner. But I wanted to bring it out and have you aware of what was going on before the actual before the banners drop this evening, because I know usually we just jump into it. They're going to drop about 10 p.m. tonight, my time, Eastern Standard Time, but we start the stream at 9 p.m., so I'm not going to have any real good chance to bring this information out before then. So here it is. These are the banners. Make a wise decision. You have 4 weeks to second anniversary, and I promise you, you're going to want to save some Irish for second anniversary. And I will have a video coming out this weekend telling you a great way to farm a lot of Irish quickly, even if you've depleted the game. Like, if all the quests and all the stories and everything are done, I know a really good way that you'd be able to farm the game, unless you really wipe that out too, but probably not. So we'll talk about all that. Follow my Birdman, hit me up a booker. I'll be back to you guys with more Wood Plow tonight at 9 p.m.-ish, because my family really makes it hard to... They make it really hard to adhere to a schedule sometimes. But I'll be back sometime really close to 9 p.m. so that we can talk about all this stuff before it drops, and then obviously do some summons and start the new events and all that stuff when they all go live. Hope to catch y'all then.